Anyways, I feel like I've talked a long time, so I will.
Yeah,
I'll take a back seat.
I'm pretty done.
I'll take a back seat on that. I was very excited.
God.
I was very excited.
Yeah, your cortisol levels are just shot through the roof right now.
Well,
You
I've
chill.
had very little sleep and a lot of caffeine.
Same.
Why didn't you guys sleep?
We
were stuck in an era.
Stuck.
Let me just preface and warn everybody.
You ain't talking about
I want to warn
1955,
everyone
are you?
ahead of time. I'm going to give everyone warning
Yeah.
right
Yeah,
now.
warn
This
us.
is a disclaimer at home.
Yes.
Johnny edited a huge intro for disclaimer,
Nah.
safety zone, and it breaks through.
Resident Evil.
It's like that one freeway in San Diego where they keep putting signs so that people don't crash.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they keep scratching into it.
Johnny, 3 letters can get you out of that problem. I won't tell you which ones.
No, we don't do that technique any
No,
longer.
that's
Yeah.
old.
Nah,
Old hat.
that's my little trick, Johnny. You can take it if you want it.
Anyway,
That's your move.
so just a warning.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about a theme park thing.
Yes.
Sorry, but
think
it's not
we're safe.
Disney. It's not any Disney related
Hey,
Thank
anything.
God.
We can
Just warning
talk
everybody.
about our interests.
No, hold on. I'll talk about that later. I got something to say about
He's going
that.
to speak on it.
But no. But anyway, we found out Universal was doing this. We kind of booked this while we were in Boston.
we just booked it in Boston. Yeah.
Universal announced recently they were doing a thing at night called FanFest Nights.
Okay.
And it was all these logos, okay? Back to the Future, okay? One Piece, all right? Star Trek, what? Okay. And everyone thought they're doing a theme night for each of these things or what? And then the event happened. No one kind of knew what it was.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's one event for all these things. It's basically like Halloween Horror Nights. They do that where
Yeah.
it's a bunch of different mazes.
Sure.
It's that just for different things that people are fans of.
Yeah.
So it's there's a Star Trek walkthrough. It's a maze, but it's not scary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's no jump scares. There's nothing. It's just
wow.
it's an experience you walk through, and it's awesome.
So and then okay, so you'll walk through the bridge of a ship in Star Trek. There's a Dungeons and Dragons thing where you walk through a whole experience there, go through a forest and go through whatever. It was I don't know if anyone's kind of done this before, and looked into it further. And I gotta say, just up front, that this event, it was pretty relatively cheap to go. I mean,
Yeah.
seriously, $70, give or take.
Yeah.
Okay.
And all the rides were open. All these experiences were happening. And it's I don't know, when Disney does this, all they have is photo meet and greets with the obscure, here's Glub Shitto over
Yeah.
here.
Take a photo with them.
And the event is $170 and they're
Yes.
open for 4 hours.
It's like the price of going in the day
yeah.
to go to this night thing that's just photo ops.
Yeah. So Universal smoked them on
Yes.
this. It's oh, okay. So I'm hearing it's fun. But the piece de resistance of the whole thing, if people hadn't heard about this, Back to the Future, they just took you on the shuttle to Town Square from the movie
Hill
where
Valley?
they shot the
Hill Valley.
fucking movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
No one else in the world can do something like this.
No, yeah.
true.
They actually shuttled you down to where the movie was shot. That set is still there, and it's 1955. And the whole thing was in character.
And they basically open the door to say, go explore.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Oh, that's
They literally tell you,
sick.
we're shuttling you to 1955. You're going to get there.
It's Doc Brown going
Yeah.
oh, this thing can't get up to 88 miles an hour, but I figured it out.
He's making all the jokes on the tram.
yeah.
That's great.
And you get there, and I'm going to say, and I know this is going to sound whatever, but, you get off the shuttle, and suddenly it's all these signs. Oh, the new neighborhood, the Lion Estates,
Yeah.
all that stuff. And they're faintly playing the diddle diddle.
oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And my hair was standing up.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, what are we doing? And you walk through, and then you're
you
just
go
in
around the corner,
Town Square.
and there's the fucking clock tower.
Yep.
And it's just I cannot. First off, I've never seen this set on the tram tour.
No, you've
when
never
you drive
done it.
past it, because I just sometimes don't take you there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've never seen it. Back to the Future is my favorite movie of all time.
Yes.
And so Rocco came to me. He's like, hey, usually you're not really in on this theme park stuff. It's like, this one I think you should do. I think you should see
Yeah.
this one. Don't even look into it. Just trust me. This is the one that you should check out. So I was like, okay, I will trust you and we will do the thing.
Yeah.
And oh my God, like being on the set where they shot the fucking movie and now it's at night and you have people dressed like the characters and they're performing the scenes where they actually shot the scenes. It's like, what is happening? Like
sick.
it was so sick.
So how it worked is they basically had an hour's worth of story. It's the story of the movie.
Yeah. Sure.
Happening live everywhere.
Whoa.
So at any given point where you are, you could be, oh shit, oh, Biff is hassling George McFly about his book. Oh, he just knocked his books. You know, you could be doing that, but someone across town, they're seeing Marty enter the town for the first time. Oh, this is heavy. Oh, you know.
Yeah.
And then someone else by the clock tower, they're noticing like a crack in the door and Doc Brown is coming down. We have to, this is not good.
Yeah.
We got to harness this, you know, whatever. And it's like,
is there a DeLorean like under a blanket outside?
So they kind of set a couple things up as photo ops.
Sure.
So DeLorean was just sitting on the side of the town.
Okay.
But let me tell you the piece de resistance on that.
Yeah.
Maybe the longest line, because the lines were not bad the whole event.
No.
The longest line of the night was a photo op with that DeLorean because of one detail.
And Garrett, this is why.
Oh, Einstein.
They had
that's
the dog.
amazing,
They had
dude.
an actual dog.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Sit there
photos
and
with.
every 5 minutes they'd switch out the dog so like the other dog could get a break.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it was like they had the fucking dog with the stopwatch on it sitting in the
It
fucking
was
car.
already, it was the DeLorean parked in like the
amazing.
garage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With all the
Plus-
clothes.
plus a cute dog.
Yeah.
The longest line of
smart.
anything
Yes.
that night.
Yeah,
It
which I was like, I got it for a second. I'm like, nah, what am I doing? So I got out. But it was
Yeah.
like, it was so
That's pretty
fucking cool.
dope.
But what was
know how to do
amazing
it.
about, again, so it's ongoing. And then, again, we're talking with Doc Brown, and then we hear across the town, hey, everyone at Hill Valley High, get ready for the Enchantment Under the Sea dance.
Yep.
And they've got a full band.
Oh, shit.
And they're playing all the like
All those
period
songs.
appropriate
Yeah.
music, and it's awesome.
Oh, that's
All right, here's
sick.
Marvin Berry.
Yeah.
It's like, I
that's
can't do
sick.
this. This
Yeah.
is amazing.
It was so cool. But then, like, if you know the movie well enough, which obviously we do,
Yeah.
it's like, oh shit, we got to go over here to the car right now because he's about to punch Biff in the face.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
then, like, we'd run over there. I'm like, okay, now we got to run over to the Enchantment of the Sea dance because I know that Marty's about to get on stage. And then, sure enough, like, Marty shows up and he can't. He like Lorraine
His
and
hand is-
George are dancing.
Yeah.
But that guy cuts in and then he can't play anymore because his hand.
His hand starts going numb.
And then it's just like everyone starts booing the guy, like, get out of here! Like, you're
Yeah.
ruining this.
And it's cool because during that, Strickland is just in the crowd, like
Yeah, he's walking through, like,
walking through,
a bald
just like
dude?
Bald guy with
yeah,
a-
bald
he's
guy,
going
just like, okay, stop that, stop that.
fucking
And again, like they're performing to, there's a crowd of people, so
Yeah.
they'll perform to the crowd, but then they'll just walk away into moments just with you. Like he'll just go up. These guys are slackers.
Because
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
improving
They'll
with
get
the
in your
audience.
Yeah,
face and
totally.
talk
Oh,
with
that's
you.
sick.
And the whole
Oh,
time
that's
I'm
so
there,
cool.
I'm thinking, this is the Star Wars hotel concept.
Yes.
And it proves this worked. People want stuff like this.
Mm-hmm.
It's working right now. This is exactly what was so cool about that.
Yeah, immersive storylines.
And you realize, what killed the Star Wars thing was the fucking cost.
It costs so much.
Yeah.
This was $70 and we're out here on the set they filmed it. You can't touch this.
Yeah, it was
Like
such,
you can't touch this.
No
It
one
was-
can do that.
It was so amazing. And it even had a thing where at the end, like, so the climax of the movie happens, then they project the end of the movie on the clock tower. And then like on the street where the DeLorean goes down, like all these lights start flashing, and then all of a sudden these flames burst up, and there's like the flames on the
Oh,
road.
yeah.
And they had the out of time license plate spinning around.
Oh,
it just
whoa.
Like on a motor.
motor
Oh,
just
that's
spinning around.
sick. What
The
a good
detail
touch.
in
Yeah.
it was so fucking. It was so fucking.
And then if you stuck
cool.
around, oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Sorry for everybody at home. I have
Right,
a
like-
video on my phone.
And if you stuck around for that hour to loop, it would just kind of like
Yeah.
start that
Yeah,
same
we
story.
did. We did.
You can just hang out down there. There's no
You
time
could
limit.
stay there the whole night if
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
wanted to and just keep seeing.
And the story kind of makes sense for Back to the Future because it is a like, okay, now this happens again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I will say though,
You're stuck there
What
in that
was
loop.
interesting though, in comparison again to what they did with the Star Wars hotel, I will say that another big fundamental difference is I mean, I had a lot of fun at the Star Wars Hotel, but it really was all original characters. It wasn't anything from the movies. You almost could call it something else.
Yeah.
It was in the Star Wars universe, but you know,
Sure.
And Back to the Future was special because they stuck to the story of the movie, and both are different takes on it. Both are valid and fun, but the Back to the Future thing was cool because of what you just said. It was, I know what's going to happen next.
Yeah, we gotta go over here.
We
now.
should all go to the
check
clock
out
tower
this.
because the shit's about to go down.
Yeah.
And so we got a perfect spot for that because it's like, you know, the storm's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're starting to hear
Yeah,
the
yeah,
thunder
yeah.
rumble.
And then, like,
we
they have,
know
like,
what's
lightning effects
happening.
above
Like we got the
buildings.
flyers
cool.
from the
Oh,
Save
yeah.
the Clock Tower lady
Did
at
they
the
have a
beginning.
woman doing the thing,
Yeah.
shaking the
She
can?
was
She did
there
that
before you went
even
down
got
there.
on the tram
Yeah.
to get down
Boom.
there.
And she gave like same color. It's just like
Did
save
she
the
have
clock
a
tower.
coin
yeah,
in a soup
she's
can?
like, Save the Clock Tower. Yeah, it's really cool.
That's
And
great.
she was trying to tell me about the clock tower. It's it's been broken. I'm like, oh, they haven't fixed it. And she's like, well, no, that's what gives it character. Is how it is. And I said, oh, it's that vibe. Yeah. And she goes, yes, that's our slogan. Save the clock tower. It's our vibe. Thank you. I mean,
So
we had a
into it.
thing.
Yeah.
It was going for minutes.
Well, that's
and like
great.
it was.
There was a moment where I just kind of like broke off from Rocco and Kevin, and I was just like standing there looking at the clock tower, like, this is so cool.
Yeah.
This is so cool. And then next to me right here, Doc Brown shows up and he goes, I don't know what to do. I'm like, what's going on? And he's just like, well, I have this problem. And he starts going to this whole thing with me. And he's just like,
wow.
I'm trying to figure out how to get the lightning to the thing and the gigawatts and all this stuff. And
You
I'm
had to
like-
help him plan.
And then like he like brings me into the thing. He's like, what would you do? And I'm like, well, what I would do. And then like it became a
You're
whole
like, oh,
thing.
I know.
I've got video. Maybe we can't add that on for the edited version. I didn't send it to Johnny. But I've got a lot of video of you planning with him.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah, at one point he was like, I don't know how to get to the top of the tower. Like, oh, perhaps a big, I don't have a ladder. Maybe we stack people up and they hoist me up there. And I was, dude, that's a bad idea. I wouldn't do that. You're right. Oh, the wind. I hadn't calculated that. It would just knock us over. Whatever. I mean, it was so much fun.
one thing that's great about Universal is it's in Hollywood, so everybody's just a stellar actor.
Yeah.
Like
Everyone's good.
everybody's so good.
That's good.
Yeah. It was anyway. So that was fucking
That's sick.
dope. It was like, man, this
You guys went last night.
last
Yes.
night. It started at 7.
This is like fresh.
We didn't get there at 7. Yeah, we just got back from this because it ended at 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
which I could not hang till 2. But I got there. I was there till like 12:30, which for me
Okay.
is like
But that's late for you.
That's like 2 in my world. It's
Yeah.
very late.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Rocco.
No, but so this is what I wanted to get to is, so Back to the Future thing was by far the best thing. There.
Yes. That's the
Then after
crown jewel
that,
of
but you, again, as I mentioned, there was a Star Trek experience and you could walk into, it was like, I didn't know anything about it.
Yeah.
So we walked in. I was excited to do this because I know Shawn here is a big Star Trek
Yes.
nut.
That is true.
So I was like, he's got to see this. You go in. It was like where they used to do like the Walking Dead
Yes.
maze.
Oh,
in-
interesting.
the
but,
permanent one.
Yeah, and it's like a Enterprise museum. It's like, oh, we're preserving these old ships. You're about to enter Enterprise D, which was used to be the ship of Jean-Luc Picard.
Yeah, yes. That's
So
the one.
Shawn is now making noises.
Because I didn't know.
You didn't know
I didn't know.
Jean-Luc.
I didn't know what this
Star
was
Trek
at
was.
all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had no idea what this was.
And this is your favorite one.
So then we enter, you get to see the rooms of the ship. And the reason I'm setting this up is, no, you're a big Back to the Future fan.
Yes.
But you never soy-faced at Back to the Future like you did on the Star
Did
Trek.
I really?
Yeah.
And if you need proof,
Oh.
Johnny, run the clip.
Oh no.
Oh. Hello.
So this is when things are going wrong.
Yeah.
Can they see this at home?
that was
It's
just
okay.
for me.
No worries. So things are going wrong. We got to follow
Yeah.
them. All right, come
We're
with
going to
them.
engineering.
Come on. Because these are legitimately like
They look great.
recreations. I'd never seen the
The
show.
sets were great.
Yeah.
Look, watch this. Watch. Oh, soy face at the bridge.
It's the bridge, dude.
Yo, Data sits
Where
right
the fuck
there.
was my invite? This shit's crazy.
Dude.
Johnny, I'm sorry.
The eventfulness of that. Oh, and here's some pictures of Shawn at the bridge. Look,
morphed.
we were asked to leave, and I basically said no, and I took pictures
Look
of
at you.
Shawn doing that.
I'm so happy.
You were editing this during the pre-show to get this out.
Yeah, just on your phone.
Just in time, Rocco. This is great. Thank you. That was amazing.
But yeah, those the sets were really good. It was the like story of it was whatever. It was kind of just like, whoa, oh
We're
no,
being
there's
attacked.
an alien. Oh, they're good. Did we just make first contact?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was dumb.
Yeah.
And that's it. I kind of feel like it would have been better if instead of because it was just them going, oh no, go into this room. Oh no, go into that room. It should have just been like, check out the Enterprise, look around.
Yeah, exactly.
It didn't need the.
'Cause that's what Hill Valley was. Like, hey,
Yeah.
you can just see this if you want.
And even have those people in it just to talk with
Yeah.
you.
They're
Like,
doing their own thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
At their
It should have
post.
been a chill maze.
Yeah.
Like to go through. You know what I mean? Like just like it should have been ASMR like the show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, it was the Next Generation Star Trek and Back to the Future are not linked at all in my mind.
No.
And the fact that this thing had both those things for me, like, how the fuck did this happen for
Yeah.
me? This was made specifically just for me. Like, this
Yeah.
is wild.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
crazy.
There's certain things in media where I felt that way too. Yeah, and it's like, well, how did they know? So the good, perfect crossover
Yeah.
of all your favorite things.
Johnny, are you a Next Generation fan? I didn't know this.
Oh yeah, me and my dad love all
Are
Star
you?
Trek.
I didn't
know that.
realize that.
Johnny, we should have.
I'm sorry.
We
Yeah.
booked
you're
this up when we
fine.
were in Boston. We didn't think about it, dude. I'm sorry.
I was joking. You're fine.
Oh man, but it was a insanely fun night. It was so good.
That sounds awesome.
I hope this was a hit. It was empty. I mean,
It
like
was
when we went,
empty.
but I've heard that even on nights that it's crowded, there really wasn't waits.
Not that much weight.
The biggest lines for anything were honestly the anime stuff.
Yeah.
The
And
One Piece
all
stuff?
One Piece had was character meet and greets. That's it. They had all the characters, and that's it.
Just in
But-
cosplay?
Yep.
Yeah.
Not like a big mascot version of
No.
Luffy?
No,
I don't
they
think
were
so.
no, and they looked good.
Cosplayers. Yeah.
And then there was I did do. You guys had left.
yeah.
There's a Jujutsu Kaisen like 40x thing
Ah.
that was imported from Universal Japan, but they didn't. It was okay. They didn't import the 3D, so the whole movie,
Really?
like the seats moved and stuff. So it was cool theater effects, but it didn't have the 3D effect. They didn't use glasses or anything, so it was just like oh, I doubt they'll be able to catch this. Oh yeah, a dark demon. Check this attack out.
Ooh, look out.
I mean, it was like
I could not get into
we're all
that
just
show.
sitting there.
Fist.
Oh, really? No,
Yeah,
I've never seen it.
It was it started again with like kids in school.
yeah.
And I can only do like 4 episodes and it's like we're still kids in school. I think I'm putting this one down.
It was very cool. I think if you were a fan,
Yeah.
they decorate like they had props from the show in the theater and like the thing was really big. It was cool. I think if you were really into that, it was dope. But yeah, I've never seen it. But anyway, yeah, the anime fans, I would say maybe were the biggest group, and there was the least for them to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
that sucks.
And I've heard rumors that behind the scenes, there's been a lot of pushback to like, there's like people within Universal going, no, anime is like, we need anime stuff. And, older execs like, no, what? And that this like proved them like people bought tickets because they're anime fans.
Yeah.
Even though there's like
They
nothing.
came in cosplay.
Yeah,
They had a
Oh,
cosplay
that's
competition and tons of One Piece cosplays,
Yeah.
tons of
It was
Jujutsu Kaisen
hilarious
cosplays.
seeing
That's
all the
awesome.
One Piece and Star Trek cosplayers in Hill Valley on the set.
Yeah.
Like, there were
Yeah.
so many Star Trek people on that
Yeah.
shit.
Apparently, at one point in Tokyo, in the Osaka, Universal Japan, apparently at one point they overlaid the Waterworld show to be One Piece.
Oh, that makes sense.
So
That's really cool.
Waterworld wasn't running at all during
Yeah.
this thing, and so a lot of people are saying, "Oh, if they're smart, they'll just do that next year."
Yeah, because
Like,
Kevin and I went to the Wild World thing after we split off from you.
okay, yeah.
Because there was a photo op of you could be in the captain's
the
chair on
captain's
the
chair, yeah.
Enterprise.
When I was leaving, I saw that
Yeah,
and
we-
was like, "Oh no, I hope they didn't miss
We
that."
saw that. I
We saw
took,
it.
I took
He
a ton
had
of
picture
photos
me.
of Shawn in
Yeah,
there.
I got it.
So,
But it was right in front of the Waterworld thing. Like, you blocking Waterworld for like this photo.
Yeah,
op?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
kind of
It
off
made
in the
me
corner.
sad. I saw the darkened Waterworld
Yeah.
sign. I was like, "Oh," but anyway.
Yeah.